You can tell me, when you can see it. Friggin' OBS. Do you see it yet?
Yes, you are now live.
Neat. How are the audio levels?
Let me unmute the tab.
Please, and speak a word so that people can hear you. We can say a word nice and loud for the back. That's your cue to speak, Seligna. You need to say something.
I'm listening to the stream, and just from the delay, the game music is way louder than us.
Sounds good to me.
Nick says it sounds fine to him.
Weird, because on my end, the game music is much louder.
Well, Nick says it's fine, so we're going with it.
Wow, okay. No bias there at all.
Like, the music is turned way down for the game, see? It's, should be fine. Alright.
Yeah. Everything hurts.
I am sorry that everything hurts.
Spring cleaning is not good for my back.
Gotcha. Alright, well, we don't have anything else to unlock, but I can show off some different, like, weapon types and ships and things. Like,
And maybe we'll be able to see something other than the beetle.
that'd be nice. Yeah, the other elites. So we're gonna go with Max, the pilot. He gets an extra perk on level up. And then the hammer for ship, which is kind of the more defensive ship. It's got more shield and doesn't shoot as fast. So, thus I don't like it as much as the dagger because, why wouldn't I want to just kill everything? But, hey.
Yeah.
But the Gatling gun is fun. I think you'll like it. Here we go.
Ooh, Gatling guns are always fun.
Oh, I think you'll like it. It's pretty fun. Like, I still like the shotgun type weapon the best because of just how I do things. But like, woo! You kind of hold the button down and it, it keeps shooting.
Cool.
And of course, if you upgrade the weapon with the perks, then it will charge up faster. So that is definitely something you want to prioritize if you are running this weapon because the default charge up time is pretty bad.
Yeah.
And also, you have to, like, actually be able to shoot. The nice thing about the shotgun weapon is that you don't have to be that accurate. You can kind of just aim in the general direction of the enemies and they die.
Oh yeah, aiming. That's important.
Oh, and I'm still using the crater missiles because, one, they're my favorite. And two, because the third missile type sucks. I hate it. It is a single target, big damage.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's awful. And I even tried it on an elite. Like, I saved up all my missiles to unload on an elite, and it barely did anything to the elite. It's just like, well then, this is just a waste. So I did not enjoy that. No.
That definitely seems like a waste.
But the Gatling gun is fun. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fun. Ooh, Magnet, I want that. Magnet is also good. So why are we streaming today then? Seligna?
Because your book got published in paperback?
It did, yeah! So now you can buy my book in paperback. So for those who like physical things, you can buy it and hold it in your hands, which people, I guess, do prefer. So that's why I did it. And now, I should probably describe what the book is a little bit, because I didn't before, and people were just like, what the fuck? So, my book is a space fantasy adventure story. It is in a similar vein as the Redwall books, if you know Redwall, except sci-fi. So it is sci-fi Redwall, if that makes sense.
With less fantasy racism.
Less fantasy racism, yes. So like, it has talking animals, dragons, magic, but in space.
And by less, basically none, except from...
Yeah, and actually, I'm really glad that you mentioned that, Slig, because I was looking over the stream from last time just to have some talking points for this time, because I do that. And I think I did not adequately express to you how the racism in the Redwall books works. You seemed to think it was more like Dragon Age, where, like the elves, you said they're discriminated against, which they are in Dragon Age, right? People don't.
Yeah.
People think they're lesser human beings because they're elves. Okay, no. That's not what Redwall does. Redwall is more like alignments in D&D.
Oh, so basically all of the species are chaotic evil and stuff.
Yes. So it's not that
is
foxes
stupid.
are treated like they're evil and they're discriminated against. No, they are evil. The author even thinks they are evil. Rats,
They're
evil.
adorable little
Weasels, evil. Stoats, evil. Mice, fine. Mice are fine. Heroic people. Rats, evil.
But they know Splinter exists, right?
I mean, I'm sure they know. Well, first of all, they're British.
That doesn't mean they don't know what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, British.
Oh, so they're already prominent.
Right. So now you understand. And, you know, it is... I actually mentioned this to Nick, too, because it was a topic of conversation. And it is not just because I'm biased in favor of foxes that I don't like the way Redwall treats them. I think that is a bad message to send to children.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like, you can actually have foxes as pets in some states.
Well, no, not even that. Not even that. The message you are sending to children is, like, that your destiny and the way you are treated is determined at birth. If you are born a certain way, you are evil, and you can never change. And you can never rise above that. What kind of a message is that to send to children?
God. Yeah, no, that's dumb.
It's terrible. I wouldn't want my children to be reading that. My book, though, perfectly fine for children, I think. What do you think, Selena?
Yeah, definitely perfectly fine for children.
Yeah, there's nothing in there that would be any worse than you would find in a Disney movie. Perfectly fine for children. If they can read chapter books, they can handle my book. No problem. And I do have a skewed understanding of what that age would be because I was reading chapter books like super early as a kid. I was a big reader. So but thinking about like when in school I had to start reading chapter books like for school, so around about like, I don't know, 4th or 5th grade, I guess? Right? So like
Yeah.
10-year-olds are reading chapter books, generally? I don't know. I don't have kids, but so I mean, so the book range is 10 to whatever. I hope,
Yeah.
which I hope is accurate.
Oh yeah, no. What's in it? 10-year-olds is a good target audience
Yeah,
there.
yeah, and oh yeah. By now, Seligman has actually read the book. They actually read it. Good job,
Entirely.
Seligman. You did it.
Now, if only I could apply that to the court book.
Right, yeah, there's a lot of things, like, you've heard of gaming backlogs. Seligna has a reading backlog. Oh boy, here we
I
go.
still haven't finished the,
Gotta pick a Bane. Oh, this one. Of course. Sorry, there was no, ask the audience for that one. I see Swarm's Revenge and I take it. Sorry.
Because it powers up your blaster, your, missiles.
Crater Missile, my beloved! It makes them better. Why wouldn't I take that? Yeah, you know, like, and some of the Banes are actually a problem and are actually threatening, but like, yeah, not this one. Them turning into solid blocks on death is like, meh.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Ugh.
Kaboom.
But yeah, no, 10 and up is a good one for your book, given that younger children wouldn't understand some of these elements in the book.
Yeah, and like, I'm not sure how my language is as far as like how I wrote it, because, like, not like I use naughty words, but like sentence structure and things like that, you know.
Right, are you able to edit the Kindle version?
Yes, I conceivably could.
Because I found an errant quotation mark.
Oh, you did? Well, thank you for pointing that out. I think I can update it. I don't know what happens for people who already have it.
It'll update the Kindle book, but I think the paperback will have the error.
Yeah, the paper, I mean, one I printed certainly would, but I could even update the text of the paperback if that's a
Yeah, I need to find where it was, given I went through the entire book in one day.
Sure, give me like a page number and I can address that later. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
We did move this thing through multiple editing passes, and
But you're gonna miss things.
Yeah, so things get missed. Okay, so
Yeah.
I went with Missile Drone because we didn't see Missile Drone before, so why not? So Missile Drone is a little, your little dude, and every so often it fires a missile.
Is your missile the crater bomb?
The missile on the drone is not the crater missile, which is one reason that I think really holds Missile Drone back from being amazing. It just uses...
It's a homing missile.
Yeah, it's just your default homing missile, yeah. So...
I mean, it's useful.
Yeah, that's still more damage, and more damage is more damage, and that's helpful, but, you know... But, it's like that. I don't remember if I dropped a link to the stream in the Discord, like our Discord. Would you mind checking and drop one if I didn't?
Which one?
The Willet Cat. The Willet Cat. The one we're in right now.
Okay, when you said our Discord, there's like a few of them.
But it's ours. This is our Discord. Ooh, critical recharge, yeah. I don't know if anybody's around and is gonna want to hop in here, but they could, conceivably. They're allowed.
Yeah.
They are friends, too. And, nothing in the chat, I take it right now, Slicks?
It has been quiet.
Okay, this is fine. We are just here to chill and have fun and play Whisker Squadron and talk about it. And we can do that with just us.
Yes, we can. Ugh. Yeah, was this meant to be a series? Because that ending was pretty cut and dry.
Well, not like... Well, what do you mean by cut and dry?
Like, it didn't really leave much open for any sequel.
Didn't it? Did you read the epilogue?
Yes, I did. It was like 2 pages.
Okay, so like...
Yeah, I can see where you could go for a sequel, but that might be a little more difficult.
Yeah, well...
That's if you feel like going for a sequel, that is.
I thought there was plenty of room for development as far as sequels went, because you just had the, they came back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Figure there were things to explore there. The issue is, what?
Yeah.
I do have some ideas, but then there's the sitting down and actually writing, which is, has been a problem for me.
Yeah, and me.
Yeah, so who knows what we'll do. Because, you don't want to do the thing where, like, in the interest of leaving it open for sequels, you don't tell the whole story. I'm looking at you, Golden Sun.
Don't remind me of Dark Dawn. Please,
looking straight at you, Golden Sun. I am
Dark
staring
Dawn.
at you
We
so as to
are
burn a
never
hole
getting a conclusion.
into your soul. Tell
We
a
are
complete
never
story.
getting any.
Yeah.
We are never getting the ending to that story because Dark Dawn sold like
Right.
crap.
Yeah, and tell a complete story, for God's sakes. Don't hold stuff back for a sequel that might not happen. So that's why I went the route I did. I wrapped up the story as it stands. What now?
Didn't Camelot go out of business?
I have no idea. Anyway, look, this is a new elite. This is the Scatter Queen.
Oh, is this the Arachnidaddy?
No, this is not Arachnidaddy. Arachnidaddy is literally called Arachnidaddy. That is what it's called.
Oh, this is literally just a UFO with a shield?
Yeah, it's got a shield. Isn't that cool?
Okay, here we
Ugly
are.
not. Okay, let's do the crater missile.
Okay.
One thing about the Scatter Queen is she has mobs alongside her, which you can shoot and get level ups and perks and stuff, but, they also shoot at you and they're kind of annoying. But, crater missiles.
Yeah. So, here's something about Dark Dawn.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't made by the original creators.
Oh, interesting.
That's why they made sequel bait.
Ooh, laser drone. Our favorite.
Ooh, I love laser drone.
Laser drone is a friend. Come on, drop the shield. There we go. Please. Ah. It's hard to shoot upward. She kind of, when she hugs the sky like that, it's hard to hit her.
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing fine, but, you know. But you notice this thing is not dying as quickly as they normally do.
Yeah, because of the shield, right?
Well, there's that, and also I'm not using the fuck-off weapons.
Oh, yeah, you're using new weapons.
Yeah, we're trying something different. You can't just use the same stuff all the time. That's boring. Excuse you. Please do not be shooting lasers at me. The only person around here allowed to shoot lasers at things is me. Thank you. You see, with the Gatling gun, though, you can unload for quite a long time before it runs out.
Yeah.
Especially with the perk I got that refills your energy on critical hit. So you can just kind of keep wailing on her.
Oh.
There we go. See? Boom, look at all those numbers. So there we go. That's Scatter Queen.
Nice.
Yeah, the hammer, as I mentioned, is the more defensive ship, so you saw it took quite a bit more abuse, and we're still like at half-ish hull. No problem, we're fine.
Yeah, yeah.
So, the different ships have a slightly different playstyle. My playstyle tends to favor the dagger, in other words, kill them before they kill you. And, which also tends to get things done a bit quicker. But, you know. It's like in, Xenoblade, right? You don't want to... Sometimes you don't want to run a dedicated healer because that makes the battles take longer. Right?
Yeah.
So the only time you need a dedicated healer in your party is when you have a dedicated healer in your party. Paradoxically. Only true in the first game, though. The subsequent ones get things better in that regard. Did I lose you, Seligna, or are you looking at something?
Looking at something.
Okay.
You got me looking into what happened to Golden Sun.
Let's see, I kinda also don't even care about that because I didn't even like Golden Sun, like the first one. My issue with Golden Sun actually is similar to the issue I have with Kingdom Hearts. The storytelling is just not good. It's just not.
No, it's really not.
Like, there's an awful lot of words that say very little, and with the first game, you only get like half the game, also. Half the story.
What's hilarious is, Kingdom Hearts 4 is going the same route as Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the style, you know? Like, you get really complex and wordy, and it's a whole lot of words that say a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about Kingdom Hearts 4 since it was announced 2 years ago.
I don't really care about that either. The storytelling
No,
style
I just find it hilarious they didn't learn from Kingdom Hearts 3, where they went 5 years without telling us anything.
Well,
Don't announce games that are nowhere near close to done.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't learn anything from the first game either, and that's where the whole thing would jump the shark to me. It jumped the shark in the first game, so...
Oh, definitely.
I am clearly not the target audience for that, let's say. I don't like it. Complex does not equal good.
It's not.
Keep it simple, stupid. That's my philosophy. In terms of storytelling. Brevity is the soul of wit. Kingdom Hearts is not that.
What's wit? Is it something Sora can eat?
Right. Yeah. Exactly my point. Okay, so aside from bashing other games for having bad writing, And I say that because I do write my own stuff. I think I have a leg to stand on.
We literally just were talking about your book.
Yeah, right.
Your book was way more cohesive than anything in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Why, thank you! I mean, that's kind of damning with faint praise, but thank you for the praise all the same.
You explained everything. There's still stuff in Kingdom Hearts 1 no one knows what the fuck it was talking about.
Well, you know, it's also partially aimed at children. You don't want to, like, confuse
So
the
is
children.
Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, fair. I didn't want to confuse anybody. You know, I've got this whole world I've invented, and I needed to explain. Hey, how do things work here? Right?
Yeah.
I try to explain. And hey, if it didn't confuse you, I did a good job then. Because, you know, Nick also read it, and it didn't confuse him, but, you know, he's, you know, like, you know, super genius man, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Nick. He's sitting right there, so he can hear me. Yes, my husband and dear editor, Nick, you know, did the proofreading for me, so if you see any mistakes, they're his fault. But he was good though, he asked me a lot of, like, continuity questions and, like, what does this mean? Or, you know, you mentioned this before and that never came up again. That kind of thing. And I should probably try not to die. That would be good.
Probably. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah. We don't have any of the, like, the healing perks either, so this is like, frickin' tight. Like, stop shooting me. Oh, I guess we do have a healing perk though, because I got a full hull. Okay, fine, whatever. We're good, we're fine.
Crit heal.
No, it wasn't crit heal. Maybe it was the critical. Here we go, critical hit hull. We'll do it. As I was saying, there's that one perk that will have a chance of refilling your hull based on how many combos you've gotten, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think we have that one. I forget. I've just been kind of picking the perks while I talk because, you know. You know, right? Who needs to pay attention? I don't know. Paying attention is for the weak. So, I will say though that the Gatling gun and the laser drone work really well together because the laser drone, unlike missile drone, actually does take the properties of your weapon. So if you have Gatling gun, laser drone also has Gatling gun, and if you upgrade it to where it shoots about as much as you do, then it freaking shreds things. Like, oh, dear lord, does it ever shred things. It is very fun. I just tend to not do as well when I use the Gatling gun as I do the cluster laser thing, the shotgun.
Yeah.
I kinda have my style that works, but regardless, Gatling gun still is fine. It works, it's great, it's fun, very fun. Don't tell me I'm out of energy. You're out of energy. Yeah. Okay, friggin' die, please. Thank you.
That was a lot. Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, sure, why not?
What's a tight boost?
Tight boost is that thing where you boost through a small space.
That doesn't seem very useful in this stage unless you can somehow sideways boost through those things.
It is not on this stage. The best tight boost stage is that train station one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, this one, like, there are tight boost spots. Like, I think this one might be one. Yes, it is. See? But they're not as clearly marked, and they're not very frequent. So, you know, it's just like different levels, different perks are useful in different levels. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
Oi. Okay. Guess a good thing we got that hole refilled, because we're kinda getting banged up just a bit here. That's fine. We'll be fine. Okay. Deep breaths, right, Max? Yeah, that's what Max said.
Yes.
So, anything else to say about the book right now? We're here.
I was expecting some of the characters you mentioned to be throwaways, but basically every character that was named had something.
Yeah, something.
Kind of funny. There are only like 3 unnamed characters,
Yeah.
and 2 of them only show up in the first chapter.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have that many characters, really. I still had a list of them in the back just for, because I forget names and stuff.
I did keep forgetting about 3 of the characters because they're not mentioned very often.
Well, that's why I put the list in the back.
Yeah, I just kept forgetting they existed. I knew they existed, but they don't really do much.
Uh-huh. Well, you know, this can happen, and not everyone can get equal screen time and all that.
Yeah.
Please. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying not to die.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, what we got here? Yeah, we'll do that one. More crits equals more crit healing and more crit energy, so if you're going with that kind of a thing, you wanna do that. Get more crits.
Oh, crits are always nice.
Yes. Die, please. I mean, this is why I like the crater missiles, because the enemy density in the later zones is nuts. And the crater missile is just like, hi, screen, please clear, thank you. Whereas the multi-missiles are just like, okay, I maybe could kill 4 things? Which is not gonna make that much of a dent, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's just too many dudes.
I love how your missile launcher decided, yeah, the thing hasn't spun in yet, but I'm gonna shoot anyways.
It's just on a timer. So it will shoot at a certain time interval, regardless of anything else. Like I said, the missile zone is not that great. It's still extra DPS, but especially in the later zones, like just shooting one thing every few seconds is just like, yeah, what, you know?
Yeah.
It would be great if it would use whatever missile you had equipped. So if
That would be amazing.
If it was throwing out crater missiles every few seconds, oh, that would be some drugs.
I would use crater missiles. That would be amazing.
Oh yeah. Still, that's not critical hit hold. Get that one. Or healing when I crit. Well, I think we're gonna be okay. We're gonna clear this zone. We got this at this point. Okay, come on. Wait. There we go. Alright, yeah. Wait. And there is nothing in the chat, I take it, Slicks? You would tell me if there was, right?
Fudge Marine is here. Hey, Fudge Marine.
Oh, hello, Fudge Marine. Welcome back. You had me again today, so if you had any questions about my book, you can ask. But otherwise, you know, we're just playing Whisker Squadron, and I'm taking questions. Ah! Did you have any questions, Selena?
Yeah,
Hit me.
do you plan on getting illustrations of the main characters?
I could, conceivably. These are things you can pay people money to do.
Yes.
Because I can't draw. I'd have to pay someone to do it. Or rather, I can, but I can't draw well. Let's say.
Yeah.
Let's do the next level, and let's see.
Good job.
Woo! We did it. Let's do the old one, Ross. And I guess we'll keep the hammer and the Gatling gun for now.
Kudzu Leaf messaged you.
Like, is it?
Kudzu Leaf asking if you have a book.
Yes! That's what we're talking about today. The link is in the stream description. It's on Amazon. On Amazon. It's like sci-fi Redwall. That's how we've been describing it.
Yes, without the racism.
Less racism. There's still a little bit, just fantasy racism. The usual things. If you like things like Star Wars, Star Fox, it's got animals and spaceships, dragons and magic. You know, fun stuff, right? But in space. To be clear, in space. If that sounds interesting to you, check out the link. It's in paperback and Kindle now. That's why we're doing this, because I got it formatted for paperback, so people who prefer physical copies can read it. Oh, revive. That's a good one. If people have any questions for me about it, you know, you got me here for at least a little while longer. Until we get bored.
Yep.
Seligna will have to field questions because I could not figure out how to get the chat to show up on the screen.
It's gonna check it out.
Excellent! Thank you. Hope you enjoy it. The link should just be on the stream page. I've got it in a few places. Alright, come here. There we go. So, as you can see, the Gatling gun is kind of rough when you're first starting out because you haven't got it upgraded. And you just run out of energy like, whoa.
Yeah, that does suck.
But I've got the energy, like, the permanent upgrades as far as they go, so it's just how it's gonna be until we get it upgraded. There we go. I forget what the thing that Ross gets over the other two that is his thing. Like, Olivia's thing is in between zones, you heal 20 hull, which is nice. And Max, as we saw, you get an extra thing to pick on level up, or even with the Banes, you get an extra one. Ross, I forget what he gets. He gets what, dear?
I think he gets extra experience.
Oh, Nick thinks that Ross gives you extra EXP.
Maybe.
Quite possibly. Ross is sort of the Peppy of the group.
Wait.
The old one.
Peppy hair. Peppy hair.
Yeah, Peppy hair. So he's the old one who's been around the block a few times and is here to show you youngins how it's done. Olivia's kind of more like a mixture of Fox and Falco. Because she's the hothead, but also the leader. But no, she's the leader. She's like the team rookie. So I don't know. how I describe her. And then Max is like a less annoying Slippy.
That is not a high bar to clear.
It is not, but I certainly do not find him anywhere near as annoying as Slippy.
Yeah, not a high bar to clear.
It is not. I don't know what else to say about her. He's just a nice boy.
Who doesn't get stranded on desert planets, costing you the true ending of the game?
You know, I was gonna ask about that. Like, you keep complaining about Slippy locking you out of the true ending of the game. Like, with Star Fox, though, you know you are meant to play it more than once, right?
Yes, I just don't like replaying the whole game to finish one level.
But like, you cannot visit all the levels in one playthrough. It is impossible. There's different routes and different paths that you take.
Yeah.
So...
I just really hate the Land Rover controls.
I mean, fair, but like, you can, like,
And
not
I
even play
associate-
that desert planet at all. You don't even have to go there at all.
Yeah. That requires me to have been good at the game, which I was not.
Okay, but...
But I blame Slippy for it because when I played the game, it was Slippy's fault.
You could also, you know, not go to either of those levels. There are routes available to you that don't involve either Sector... Is it Y? Sector X, I think it is. Is that the one? Or Titania. Like, you don't gotta go to either of them. So, just so we're clear, it is a game you are meant to play more than once! And, you know, and take different routes, and play different levels, and try and get a better score. Like, that's the nature of the game.
True. Just not my cup of tea, I guess.
Ugh. We'll do this one. I was trying to get a Bane that was less bad. Some of them are a lot worse than others. Hey, thank you very much. Okay. Let's not get sucked into a black hole and die. That would
suck.
Yeah. So anyway, I do reiterate, though, my recommendation that you play Star Fox Command.
That's for the DS, right?
Yeah, that is a good game.
I still gotta figure out that because touchscreen controls.
Yeah, you said it works fine on phones, so there you go. I don't know.
Yeah, only issue is DS emulators on phone cost money.
Oh, do they? I didn't know that.
It's $3, but I'm still not paying $3 for that.
No, not for an emulator. That's nonsense. I mean, the other thing that I'd imagine is a thing is just a hack or a mod or something that just puts in normal controls for it, like a Phantom Hourglass.
Yeah.
I'm sure something of that nature exists.
But there's a literal cheat code for normal controls with Phantom Hourglass, which I find hilarious.
Right. So I'm sure you could find
It's
something.
already programmed in the game.
Yes.
They just wanted to use the touchscreen for some reason.
That was just kind of the nature of the beast back in the DS days. Kind of
Yeah,
like
that's true.
with the Wii. People thought that you had to shake the remote for things.
Could be worse.
Yeah?
Could have been the Wii U tablet.
But the Wii U tablet was actually neat and cool.
But no one wanted to use it.
Yeah, they didn't want to use it because they thought it was just a expansion for the Wii and not a whole new console.
Yeah, one of my favorite implementations for the Wii U gamepad has to be Wind Waker HD.
Yeah, because the gamepad had this neat thing where it could show you different information than what you were seeing on your TV. So you could have, like, the map on the tablet and the game on the main screen, or you could have multiplayer games where each player saw a completely different thing. It was cool.
Yeah, like the Wind Waker HD probably had the best implementation for you to access it.
Yeah, that was good. Sorry, but so what were you saying?
The inventory management for the Wii U version of
Yeah.
Wind Waker HD looked amazing.
Yeah, that was good. You just look at your gamepad and drag stuff in to equip it. It was great. Nice and quick.
I don't know if Twilight Princess HD had the same thing or not.
I think it did. It's been a hot minute. since I played
I
that.
want that on the Switch.
I don't really care about it on the Switch at this point. It's like, eh. I don't know if I'd even care to revisit it.
I have the GameCube version. What do I care?
I have it on GameCube and I have it on Wii U, so it's just like, eh.
The only thing I would prefer to play the HD version of is probably Wind Waker.
Is what? Sorry.
Wind Waker.
Wind Waker, yeah. Yeah, Wind Waker HD looked nice. It did look very nice.
And it had a bunch of quality of life improvements, like the faster sea travel.
Yes.
That's why I don't want to replay Wind Waker on the GameCube. I'm like, I don't want to spend that long just sailing between islands.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the Wind Waker HD was a vast improvement, and it had a lot of nice things, for sure. Okay. Not very good perks this time around.
No, I noticed that.
Hey, come on. Do not get me sucked into a black hole, if you please. You are still keeping an eye on the chat, right, Slicks?
Yep,
Okay.
no one said anything since Katsu said they should.
This is fine. I was just checking, because I don't want to miss anything due to, you know, me not being able to see, or whatever. Because, you know, that would be rude, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be rude to people who came to watch me stream. It is nice of people who come to watch me.
Yeah.
You know. Well, actually, no, I almost said be bad at video games, but this particular one I'm pretty good at. So you're not watching me be bad at video games today. Sorry if that's what you came here for. Not this game, apparently.
No, this is your Kirby.
I guess. I mean, I do have other games I am good at, so like that. I just tend to not this guy again. Come on! I thought we were doing so well on this.
Oh my god.
Come on!
Beetle again.
Anyway, like,
Okay, is that actually words or is that just gibberish?
I don't think we know. I think the answer to that is given or explained.
Yeah, I think they need to add more upgrades.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna add more stuff. Like, this game is still in early access, and they have been taking feedback about it, which I did send in at one point. So, you know, they're adding new stuff. It's a work in progress. I like what I see so far.
You're making me want to stream again.
Streaming's fun.
I have no idea what I would stream, because I can't stream my Switch right now.
Yeah, neither can I, apparently, because it's having some problems.
Yeah, by the way, you know what happens if you overuse it, right? Right now?
It would explode.
Yes, it will catch fire.
Yeah, so obviously not gonna do that.
Well, your Switch is the first gen, right?
Yeah, it's a launch model.
Which means that,
Woo! No, okay. Sorry.
Fudge, you should never be even a little rude to chat.
What happened now?
Fudge was saying you can be a little rude to chat.
just a little bit rude. As a treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm aware of the risks of using it if the battery is swelling, such as it is. I will need to use it a little bit, though, because I'll need to back up the saves before I call the big end about it.
Yeah. One thing.
Yeah.
There is one major game you cannot back up.
Well, you already told me about Animal Crossing.
Oh, no, you can't back up Pokemon either.
Really?
They don't want you using cloud saves for Pokemon because they don't want you duplicating Pokemon.
I see. Well, I'll have to make sure everyone I care about is at home, then.
Yeah, the thing is, like, there's always the chance that you'll get a new Switch anyways, a replacement. At this point, though, with a launch model, you might want to look into getting a new one anyways. You got that, what, at launch?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
literally
got that
launch.
for...
7
yeah.
years. What?
At this point...
We're gonna die. We are definitely gonna die. Most certainly definitely
yeah.
gonna die.
Oh my god, yeah, you were
Yep.
so dying.
Oh no! Oh, we revive! Hang on. We had the invulnerability.
Wow, you might actually win. You might want to look into getting a new Switch anyways.
Yeah. no,
Or
no, no,
at
no, no,
least-
no, 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 no. Okay, sorry.
You almost got caught by that black hole.
Yeah, I did. This is stressful.
Yeah, I'll wait till the sweeper beetle is dealt with before continuing it.
Sure.
Continuing the line of thought.
Whew. Okay, come on. No. Oh, nope, we're dead. Okay. So, you were saying.
You might want to look into just getting a new Switch in general at this point.
Maybe.
I do, unless you use it a lot portably, I do not recommend the OLED.
What, does the OLED not work on docks too?
It works. No, if you use it a lot portably, the OLED is better. If you use it mostly docked, you don't use it. You don't use it docked, or you don't use it portably.
Generally docked, but I do use it portably. Here and there.
Okay. So just buy a non-OLED, because the OLED, the biggest thing is the screen.
Mhm.
I play my Switch portably all the time.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I was willing to upgrade to the OLED.
Right.
But a normal Switch at this point,
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
is only 300.
Eh.
Or, which isn't too bad. And there's no guarantee that you won't have to pay for repairs anyways.
I mean, the other issue is that if it's a launch model, it's hackable.
Yeah, you can probably... the biggest thing is saving your games.
Yeah, that and it being hackable.
Yeah, you can always replace the battery later on.
Right.
But getting a new Switch so you know your Switch doesn't explode
Could also
Isn't bad
try
of an
replacing the battery.
yeah, but if you screw that up, you break the Switch.
Well, back stuff up ahead of time, I guess.
Aside from Pokemon, which is stupid.
So you can't back up Pokemon at all.
Nope.
Jesus.
They don't want you cloning Pokemon. Despite the fact there have been many duplication glitches for every single Pokemon on the Switch.
Yeah, and plus it kind of runs into like by punishing people who do that, they just punish everybody, including people who don't.
I also learned of one other game that did get backed up to the cloud, which I was confused about.
Yeah.
TMS.
Interesting.
It wouldn't download from the cloud. It said that there was no save data.
Weird.
I mean, I 100% the game anyways, so I don't care, but...
Yeah, it's still kind of weird.
Definitely.
Alright, let's do that one. Because, considering we died before. Let's not die again.
Oh god, I hate making food diaries.
You'd be making what?
Food diaries.
Oh. Oh, well that's out of left field.
No, it's required in one of my courses, and I've been doing this for the past hour.
I see.
Okay, I'm done with 3 days. I'll do the next 4 tomorrow.
Okie dokie.
I've been writing down what I've been doing for the week.
Yeah.
Alright. But yeah, no, I'll have to look through to see what I would want to stream and what you specifically would want to see me stream.
Mm-hmm.
Because God knows I have enough things that I can stream.
Right, and there's a lot of things out there.
Like, yeah, I could always emulate something too.
Yep, there's a wide world of streaming out there.
I have half a mind to show you .hack too. I don't think you'd be interested.
Probably not. I have specific tastes.
Would you be interested in watching me play Portal 2?
I have watched people play Portal 2.
I don't remember the puzzles, is the problem.
Yeah. I mean, neither do I, but I remember how things go.
I'll have to find a game. It's not like I don't have games.
Well, I mean, we're streaming specifically because of the, stuff happens with the book. I have something to say. Just trying to get the word out about it. Tell people about it. I wrote a book and stuff. It's available for sale.
For
You
a
can buy it.
published author.
For a published author. Yay! It's self-published, mind you, so word of mouth is what I'm living and dying by. Probably dying.
Oh, excuse me.
So that's why we're doing it today. We're talking about it, getting the word out.
Yes.
Oh, Nick, Seligna, you're asleep at the wheels. Nick says there's a question in the chat.
I just noticed it. It just updated for me. I am sorry.
Mm-hmm. So hit me. What's the question?
So have you been happy with the release so far?
I bet what?
The book. Have you been happy with the release so far?
Oh, I'm really glad it is out, and I'm glad I can tell people about it. Like that feels super good, and it's an accomplishment just to have that. My sales numbers are not that great, but that's not that's not the important thing, which I keep telling myself. I did not release this thing to get rich. I did. It's still nice when people, read it and stuff.
Budge apparently, textbook, grammar textbook?
What now?
Budge has apparently published a grammar textbook.
Oh, cool. See, textbook stuff, that's neat, because then, people could be learning from your book. That is cool. And that is something I never considered trying to write. How do you write a textbook, man? You have to actually teach people things? Wow. Right? We're not very good Banes, so we did the Ghost Swarm one. We're just gonna spray and pray. Any more questions?
Budge is just saying writing a novel is a million times better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is certainly more along, more to my taste, my personal taste. But, if you write something which people, can read and especially learn from, that's really cool. And you did a good job.
Yeah.
That is still cool. I applaud anybody, who also writes, including Seligna. Seligna is a fellow writer, too.
Oh, yeah.
Fellow wordsmith.
I just haven't had the time to write between classes.
Oh, yeah, you gotta make the time.
Yeah.
Lord knows it took me a long time to finish this thing, Jesus.
How many years was it?
I'm taking the 5th on that one. I take the 5th. No.
Well,
it is kind of funny when you have something that you've been working on for so long. One thing I figured out as I was going through it was I figured out why you don't get many people who publish books when they're super young. People like Christopher Paolini aside. It's not very common to get people publishing something before they're 20.
Massive help with that.
He did, but and that's why, because it's just not that common. Go on.
Did his families work for the company?
I think they did, but aside from getting kind of grandfathered like that, I figured out while I was working on it and doing my revisions and stuff. I think the reason that you don't see many people publishing stuff super young is just because when you're young, you maybe can write and you can write well, but you just don't have a whole lot of experience to draw upon. Like they say you should write what you know, but the longer you have at it and the more stuff you see, the more stuff you know, and the more people you can steal ideas from.
Yeah, Kazu was saying a novel takes perseverance, a textbook is easy in comparison.
Yeah. Yeah, can't really relate to the textbook thing. I've only done a novel, but yes, it is not easy. and like, just from going back through what I'd written years ago, I had a lot more ideas about how things should go, how the world works, how things work, ideas for what happens in it. Just because I had seen more stuff, even more other works of fiction to steal ideas from. Had that. Like I got some ideas from The Matrix, for example. Before The Matrix was released, that would not have been possible. Before I saw it, right?
That's true.
So
I'm trying to find the new Paolini book, the 5th book in the Aragon series.
Murtaugh, right? That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
Murtaugh. Amazon only had Spanish versions.
That's kind of strange. I'm sure you can find it in English.
Except for the audiobook.
That's weird.
Oh, here we are, hardcover. $20 for the hardcover, $30 for the paperback? What?
Yeah, I would probably, if I were going to get it, I'd probably just get the Kindle version, because I do not have the space to store books anymore. I don't.
Neither do I.
So yeah, I do ebooks out of necessity these days.
I can buy all 5 of them for $60.
I don't need all 5 of them. I've got the other 4.
I used to, but my dad bought me the dual book for Aragon and Eldest.
Okay.
The one that was released in celebration of the movie.
Yeah, the movie.
The movie that we pretend doesn't exist.
Yeah, the less we say about that, the better. But anyway, I don't know if I was explaining myself too well earlier, but I just feel like I was in a better place as a writer later on, as I was going through revisions to make it the best that I could make it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I felt like I was happy with the end product, so I said, okay, it is going out in the world then. We have done it. So I don't want to say the rough drafts were bad and they sucked. They kind of did, but
That's the point of a rough draft.
yes, but you know, I'm also my own worst critic. So there you go.
Yeah, I would prefer paper copies of things myself.
Well, you
I
can
just
do that
don't
now.
I don't have the space.
Just saying the option is now available. It is on paperback.
Yeah, I own it on Kindle though, so if I ever want to read it, I can just boot up my phone.
This is fine. Yeah, I get it on Kindle, get it on paperback. Matters not to me. As long as you get it, read it, hopefully enjoy it. I would hope that people enjoy it.
Yeah, you know what the biggest issue with the dual book was for Aragon and Eldest?
What?
They had 30 pages of movie stills.
Nice.
And guess how bad...
Nick, it's Arachnidaddy! It's Arachnidaddy! Arachnidaddy, finally! We get to see
Seen all
Arachnidaddy!
3 of them! Yay!
There's 4.
Oh. Maybe we should try to get the 4th one.
There's at least 4. I don't know if there's 5 or 4, but there is at least 4.
Well, let's just say that the publishing company that they used for the dual pack, didn't exactly build the book to handle that many pages.
I see.
So the spine literally broke in half.
Oh dear. Okay.
Like, pages were ripping out of it, too.
Oh dear. That's not good.
So now I don't have Eldest. I have every book but Eldest.
Huh. Well, that is a shame. But, I mean, do you need to have them all on hand? You could just get Murtaugh and read it.
True. I haven't read the book since I was a kid, though.
Neither have I, but I don't really care to revisit them either.
Yeah, I'm just hoping the series that Paolini talks with Disney about is going to work out.
Yeah, I honestly, I wish him the best. Like, I am not trying to throw shade at Paolini here, in case it sounds that way. No shade meant to Mr. Paolini. I completely applaud what he has done and what he has accomplished, and these are the very things I wish I had accomplished. Honestly. Like, I live vicariously through him because he accomplished what I wanted to. And
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who relit that movie.
yeah, so like, hats off to him. So I'm not gonna say bad things about his work. Just, I wouldn't care to reread them. That's all. They're not bad. Just not reread material,
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. They're fine. Alright, no. Okay. And Arachnid Daddy has fallen.
Yay!
Yay!
Might be your first time beating Arachnid Daddy.
I've beaten Arachnid Daddy at least one other time, but Arachnid Daddy is a problem. He's tough. Ugh. Sheesh. Okay, my heart. Okay. We're good. Everything's fine. Any more questions from people or comments or whatever?
No. Nothing since personally needing a paper copy.
Yeah. Of course. Paper copies available. You can have them.
Yes. Oh. I figured while I was cleaning, I might as well fold everything in my bureau.
Yeah.
Because nothing was folded.
In for a penny, in for a pound, right?
If I was doing that much cleaning, might as well.
Yep, might as well go whole hog, yep.
Only I had a Swiffer.
I guess, there's, cleaning tools besides the Swiffer that work fine.
Well, I had a Swiffer,
Uh-huh.
and someone stole it.
They stole the Swiffer. How much would that possibly even be worth? Why would you... Who does that?
$20.
Like, that's chump change!
To a college student?
Yes!
Yeah, no, my Swiffer got stolen, and I'm like, what? Who steals a Swiffer?
Exactly!
I wanted to wipe down the floor because my room is tile.
Yeah. Right.
But no, my Swiffer gets stolen.
Well, just, get a normal room or something. That's like $2.
Yeah, no, and I have it for a dustpan.
Yeah, there you go. That'll work fine, especially for a small space like a dorm room.
I apparently stole the dustpan from the school.
Nice. So someone steals your
I
Swiffer,
didn't
you steal a dustpan. Karma.
Because for some reason I took one of the dustpans with me from when I lived in the different dorm over the summer.
Uh-huh.
Because that dorm had 6 dustpans.
Yeah. Well, there you go. They probably won't miss it.
Probably not, no.
Alright, ooh, revive. Revive is good. Although we didn't need it on Arachnid Daddy. Still.
Yeah, that's because you're playing as Olivia again.
Maybe, I don't know. Because Olivia gets a little bit of hull refill in between zones, so maybe that makes a difference. I don't know.
Also helps that the ship you're using is more combat oriented.
Yeah, I switched back to the dagger because I'm a coward.
What are those weird? What Bane is doing that?
It's not a bane. It's just the enemies do that. They leave little boxes behind them. I don't get it.
That's weird.
I don't personally get it. There's a lot of different enemies in this game, and I don't know too many details about them. I just kind of shoot them. I shoot them until they die.
There is a roguelike that I liked playing.
Yeah, what's that?
It's called Rogue Legacy.
Yeah, you talked about that a bunch last stream.
So yeah, if I choose which it's either gonna be, that's one of the possibilities.
Yeah. You also briefly mentioned Hades in the last stream that we did.
Yeah, Hades is definitely a roguelike, right?
Yes, it is. 100% it is.
I don't own it.
No,
I wish I owned it.
I don't own it either. I've heard very good things about it, though.
I wish I owned it.
It's just
but
one
I
of
don't.
those, I don't have the time.
I have a massive backlog. I do not need have the game on there.
Yeah, backlog life, friend, preach. So then, and that's why I don't have Hades, even though it is extremely good game that I probably would enjoy very much. A backlog. Too many games. Too many games, not enough time. That is the problem.
Oh yeah.
This is the life that we lead.
One of my friends has 450 games on his backlog.
I don't count. I would just get depressed. I mean, I have the backlog tracker thingy, whatever, but I don't I don't go strolling through it being like, man. I just try and play.
have 53 on my backlog.
I just try and play games. You know?
Yeah.
Just I play games. Play the games I have. And this one I've probably about tapped out content-wise, just like, I enjoy playing it, you know?
Oh yeah, it's kind of like me in Pokemon.
Yeah, right, exactly. I was like, eh. But, you know, there will be more content released for this game, and so, you know, we could possibly stream more of it when they do more patches, or whatever. That'd be fun.
Hold on. When did I get Ori in the Blind Forest?
I don't know. That's a good one. That's not a roguelike, though. It's a Metroidvania.
Yeah, it's apparently on my backlog, but I remember buying the original, but where did I get the definitive edition?
They upgraded everyone to the definitive edition.
Oh, so I just never noticed.
Yeah, so, like, I bought Ori and the Blind Forest, but they released the definitive edition, and they just upgraded everybody. And you can't even buy the non-definitive edition anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They just replaced it.
Is Dust the same genre as Dust of Metroidvania?
Dust, I think?
Let me look that up, because I'm actually curious now.
I think it is. It's a side-scroller of some sort.
Yeah, it's considered a Metroidvania.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
Oh, that's a name I haven't seen in a while.
What?
Total Biscuit.
Ah. I don't know that one. Is that a game?
No, that was a YouTuber who reviewed games.
Oh! Nope, I don't know them.
But yeah, no, I've got lots of options if I ever want to stream.
Sure.
There's also Okami.
Okami's good, obviously. I am a fan.
That is still on my backlog.
Uh-huh. My goodness. But that's also not a Metroidvania. That is a Zelda-like.
Yes. I want to play it. It's just other games.
It is Zelda with wolves. That's what it is. It's good though. I love Okami. Naturally. A very good game. Oh boy. Let's not. Yeah, we're just gonna go slip through there for the black hole. That was not a good spot for a black hole.
I like how you can just slip through the wall.
Not through the wall. There's little openings.
Yeah.
So I slipped through a little hole in the wall. But still. You can tight boost through those openings in the tunnels. I have not managed to get it right, but there are tight boost spots. So, yeah. So, you know, since you did mention Metroidvanias, so like, which does make me think of this game. There is a Metroidvania I have on Steam that I had to give up because it destroyed me.
Oh, was it Hollow Knight?
Hollow Knight. It broke me. It broke me.
It's okay. The sequel's never coming out anyways.
Well, it's not even just the sequel. It's just like it broke me. I had to surrender. It just broke me. Very good game, which I was enjoying up until it broke me.
Yeah, let me guess. You got to those bosses.
I don't even know which bosses you're referring to. It was this big fat guy who busts through the floor. Soul Melter?
That boss, yeah.
Soul Melter? That guy? Master Soul? I don't know. Soul something. He broke me. I could not beat him. I got to the... I could consistently get to his second phase without even, like, taking damage even. And then the second phase just completely... And then there's just, like, one too many times of failing to get my corpse and losing all my money. So... No. Sorry. I gave up. I surrendered. The game won. It beat me. I do like Metroidvanias. Just that one just broke me.
Oh yeah, no, I am looking at his data. And oh god, that does not look fun to face.
It really wasn't, and like, I don't know. I'm persistent, and I will keep trying at a thing if I think I have a hope of beating it. And eventually, it just got to no.
This isn't worth the sanity.
This isn't happening. Yeah, no, this is just not fun. Let's try rerolling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not getting amazing perks this run. We're doing fine, but the perks have not been amazing.
Yeah. We're gonna do what? One more zone and hope we get the last elite?
Sure, we could do one more and hope we get the last elite. That'd be fine with me. This has been going well so far, I think. We could do another one. Wait. Don't shoot that purple shit at me. Wait. It's very rude. They just shoot all the purple stuff at me. I'm just minding my own business. Why they gotta be hating? We just have the black holes to contend with, which is not so bad.
Oh yeah.
Most of the time, they're not that bad. Very rarely do they catch me. But you know, if you get caught in them and you're too close, you cannot even escape from them by a boost. They will suck you in and just, you know, it'll happen. Can totally happen.
Death lightning.
What now?
Chain death lightning?
Yeah,
That's
it like it releases a little shockwave when you kill something, and also kills like which damages things around it. The range is not very long, and the damage isn't all that great. So it is a perk that exists. It exists. It's just not great. There are some perks that sound better than they are.
Chain death lightning sounds cool, but
Yeah.
when you're describing it, it's one of the worst perks.
Well, yeah, it's just, I've not been able to leverage it that well, especially compared to some other perks you can get. It's just not that impactful.
No.
Another one of these, huh? Okay, whatever. For the, like, half of a zone that we have left to go through, or we having the years, so whatever, I guess. There we go. This is fine.
You got hit directly by me.
I'm still alive, aren't I? It's fine. Any landing you walk away from is a good landing. Same principle applies here. Okay. Well, I guess if anybody has any questions before we go to the last level we're gonna do, try to get the last elite, ask away.
Yeah. Feel free.
Please do. I'm here and I'm not going anywhere for a bit, so you can ask. Ask me. Nope. Nope. Okay, there we go. Okay. I think that's the end of the zone up there. Yeah, I think that's it. Whoosh!
Did it.
We made it! Level beaten! Woo! We did it. Okay. So one more and try to get the elite that we haven't seen. This is fine. Alright, what'll it be then, in terms of which level?
I say we should do...
The train station, I like it.
We just did the train station.
Yeah, Nick votes for the train station, which we just did.
I want virtual reality.
Neon Fall?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do Neon Fall. Okay, Nick? Should we keep with the Gatling gun, or should I go back to the cluster laser thingy?
More like a Catling gun.
More like the Gatling gun, yes dear. Going once, going twice.
Yeah. We'll use the Gatling again, or the laser.
Gatling gun, okay. We do
Yeah,
Gatling.
Gatling.
Gatling, alright. I like them both.
Yeah, you just don't like the last one, I don't think, right?
Oh god, the last one is... I haven't even mentioned the last gun. It sucks. It is horrible. Oh god, I hate it.
That bad.
It's awful, and even the process of unlocking it is terrible, and then you get it and it's like, ew. It is, how do I even describe it? It's a charge up like the Gatling gun, except it doesn't shoot until you charge up, and then it shoots a little beam directly in front of you. So, not bad for single targets, I guess, but the firing rate is ass. And when you start getting, you know, swarmed by dozens of enemies at once, you just cannot keep up with the numbers. And I pity the poor fool who paired that with anything other than the crater missile. Because you are not killing shit. And if you upgrade it, it does actually cover a fairly wide, like the beam gets fairly wide. It's at least like as wide as your ship. But still, it's directly in front of you.
I see we took confetti.
The confetti is good. The confetti is never getting turned off. You come here, you will get the confetti.
Yes.
So yeah, that thing is, the last weapon's called the pulse laser. It is bad. I do not like it at all. My goodness. It is terrible. Ugh. Just no. Pulse laser, not even once.
No, that sounds terrible.
It's bad. Gatling gun's pretty good. It's just fun.
You can charge it at least.
Yeah, you can charge it. Yeah, the pulse laser, like you double tap it and it will fire, or you can charge it up. But it's just the firing rate is real slow, man. I don't like it. There are too many enemies around to be dealing with that. You need something fast. Somewhere out there is someone who loves the pulse laser and it's their favorite weapon, and more power to them.
Oh yeah.
I salute you, you know, pulse laser fan. I'm just not you.
There's probably at least one person.
I don't know, like only like 1% of players even have the achievement for getting it. It is, like the process for unlocking it even is pretty involved. You have to beat a certain number of the hard difficulty challenges. And true to their name, the hard difficulty challenges are pretty hard. It took me a pretty long time to beat the last one I needed to unlock the pulse laser, because the last two that I had to beat, that were options, were bullshit. White bullshit. I must say.
I can imagine.
Often varying flavors of you die in one hit.
Okay, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't like it. And with that one, unlike a lot of the other ones where it's a glass cannon party, so you die in one hit, but so do the swarm. Oh no! these were normal swarm that took their normal number of hits to die. Except you die in one hit. It's just like, yeah, I don't like that. That doesn't sit right with me.
Oh.
Oh. Especially when you get swarmed by the enemies. Certain of them have like this homing weapon.
And then there's the elites.
No. There's no elites. It's just a bespoke little challenge stage that has an objective that you have to fulfill. It takes like a minute, but it's still hard. It's the longest minute of your life. But there's a certain weapon that some of the swarm have that is a homing weapon, and it homes real good. I don't know what the official name for it is called, but we ended up calling it the Stinger. Okay, fine. Nick says it is called a Stinger. There's certain turrets that have it, and there's certain common swarm that have it, and oh, I still kind of clench up a bit when I see it, even just on a normal run, because of how many times that thing wrecked me trying to do that challenge. You can't dodge it. You cannot. You can shoot it, and it will, like, it will die, and then it will hit you, but you have to see it coming and then shoot it before it hits you, and if it so much as scratches you, that's it, you're done.
Jeez.
And there's tons of them. I would sometimes have 3 of them coming at me at once, and it's just like, please no. Please no.
And this was just to unlock the pulse beam?
Yeah, the pulse laser, yeah.
That doesn't seem worth it.
And then you unlock it and it sucks. It's like, I was not a fan of that. No. Felt like a slap in the face, I tell you. So I don't use the pulse laser. I use either the Gatling gun or the cluster laser thing, the shotgun. I call it the shotgun.
Yep, I can see why.
And of course, crater missile, my beloved. The nice screen-clearing bomb, kind of like the bomb from Star Fox. It is nice. And we got Magnet just a bit ago. Magnet is good. Very useful. Kind of lets you be in the general vicinity of pickups, and you can get them. And they don't worry about it. Usually I only upgrade Magnet once to have the 100-meter range. You really don't need wider than that. The stages aren't that big. I think it goes up to like 200 or 250, which is just excessive. You don't need to upgrade that much, in my opinion. Of all the perks that you can upgrade to level 5, which is the maximum. 5 is the maximum. I don't know if I ever mentioned that, but 5 is the maximum. The highest level. If I had to pick a perk to level up that high, it would not be Magnet.
No.
Usually main weapon, missiles, and then laser drone. There we go. Laser drone would be another one I would say is worth upgrading to max. Because laser drone is fun. It is my friend. And you know, for all I know, maybe one of the planned changes that they're gonna make in a later update is to make the missile drone take whatever missile you have equipped. That'd be nice.
That would be very nice.
It would be nice, yes.
Bombs everywhere.
Yep, so I don't know if that is a thing that they're planning. They don't tell me what they're doing. Why would they?
Why would they? You're not a developer on the game.
Nope, I'm not. I'm just, I'm just some crazy lady who decided to stream it. Here on Silver Stream, you heard it. Silver be crazy. Crazy lady.
Well, you're not a crazy cat lady.
I might as well be. What'd you say, Jer?
Nice combo.
Thank you. Nick was admiring my combo numbers, which I guess we did a pretty good job. I just lost him though because I took damage, but it's okay.
Damn, you had 114.
Well, there's an achievement for hitting a 300 combo, which I have. I got that achievement. The numbers can get kind of silly. I do look forward to what kinds of things that they will add in updates, because this game is very polished already, and it's very good. So I would love to see what else they do with it. And you know, if anybody's, you like Star Fox, you like roguelikes, probably you like this game. Buy it. It's a good game. Very good game. Whisker Squadron.
Oh yeah. We'll know next zone whether we got the last elite or not, right?
Yep, we will, yep. Elite
Watch
is
it be
on
the
zone
beetle
5.
again.
Don't jinx it! Be hopeful. Let's think positive, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the last one would be.
I forget what it's called. I can picture it, but I forget what it's called.
It splits into 2 parts.
Yeah, I remember how it behaves, and so does Nick. He just mentioned something. We shall see. Hey, that was rude. That thing knocked me right into the force field.
Oh, that was rude.
Rude.
I love how you jumped from 40 to 60.
Yeah, because all those little zits count as one. Watch, it'll jump again. See? But if you get hit yourself, the combo resets. So, you know.
That's a shame.
Whatever.
Sen's in the chat.
Sen. Hi, Sen. Welcome. Glad you can make it.
According to the chat, he's only listening.
Yeah, that's fine. Sen's been having some computer troubles, which is why he couldn't make it into, like, voice chat with us.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. So I just left him the link and said he can come and hang out in the chat if he wanted to.
Damn.
Scatter Queen. Well, at least it's not the Beetle.
Yeah, I'll take Scatter Queen over the Beetle. The Beetle's kind of boring.
Yeah, and it's also hard.
Yeah.
Like,
You
yeah,
lost-
that thing's
you
nasty.
lost to the Beetle.
I did, yeah. Scatter Queen, cautiously, I can say we can probably win. But let's not get ahead of ourselves and be like pride go before the fall, right? So let's not. But you know, I think we can probably win. It's fine. Scatter Queen is interesting because she drops enough mobs that you can still get level ups while you're fighting her, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So that means you can still like get missile pickups too, because you get those as you defeat enemies. Okay, second phase of Scatter Queen. Don't die, Seligma.
Why would I die?
You're making strange noises.
That would be the, there are many reasons there are many strange noises I make, most of which have to do with my bones.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now I got a really, really bad bane. But kinda didn't have much of a choice.
No.
Let's just try and finish this thing. Oh, hell in damnation. Come on, please. Please! There we go. Ugh. Of course, now I'm gonna be dealing with that bane the rest of the run.
What was the bane you took?
I mean, it was the least bad ones of the option, but every time you get hit, you slow down, and also your weapons are disabled for, like, an amount of time.
What's that thing in front of your ship? Is that the bane?
Could be, I don't know. But yeah, that's a bad Bane, but the other ones were worse.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
What is
The
Sensei?
listening thing is usually just something he keeps on because he's normally at work when he's watching Twitch streams.
Oh, yeah, fair. This is fine.
Oh yeah, work next week. That's right.
Oh yeah, but Sen, specifically, we are streaming today because my book got released in paperback. Well, I mean, I say released. I formatted it for paperback and put it on Amazon. You know, so there you go. It is now available in paperback for people who want it. In physical copy.
This is a different layout than the last time we went through it.
Yeah, they're somewhat randomized.
Like, I don't remember the shutters.
Oh, yeah. Those can show up. They're just, you know, some one of the obstacles that can show up in this zone. Okay, you know what? Yeah, no, actually, that's a good one. That perk I just got is a good one. We should try and show that one off, because that one's fun. It's too bad we didn't get that perk on the train station one, but, oh, please, come on, let me shoot. My goodness. Okay, look out for tight boost spots, because I got a fairly interesting perk that revolves around them. There just aren't many in this zone, and they don't show up that consistently. Oi. There we go. Come on. Shooting lasers at me. Alright. At least we don't have to deal with the black holes, because that would be a really bad Bane to have to contend with the whole your speed gets decreased every time you take a hit thing. That would be bad.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Here's the type boost spot. Whoosh. Okay, so we have that, and then you get infinite energy for a few seconds when you type this. And then I also got one that increases my rate of fire when I type boost. So when you type boost, you can just. I can't really do a machine gun sound, but you get the idea. It's a nice pair of perks, and it is really nutty on the train station level. Not so much here.
Yeah.
I guess, you know, the train station level is just the best level. What can you say? It's just so how it is.
What is this roguelike called? You play as the devil and his minions.
Hades?
Maybe?
What did he say exactly? I can't see the chat. You have to read it to me.
Oh, it's called Rogue Lord.
Rogue what?
Lord.
Rogue Lord. Okay, thank you. You gotta tell me what people say, because I can't see. But tell me my weapons are disabled. Shut up. There we go. Yeah, you see what happens when I get the type boost. That you can just kind of spray the lasers for a while. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Really nice pair of perks.
It would be way better on the train station.
Oh, it is nutty on that level. I've gotten that pair of perks before on that level, and it is nutty. So very nutty. It's great. This game is very fun. Okay. See, this thing just died. It died. What more can I say? Things die. Very nice. Whoosh. Oof. That was a murder. Okay. I find most of the time, if you can beat the elite, it's generally smooth sailing the rest of the stage.
Yeah, which is why they should probably put in the lead at the end.
Yeah. Another end boss would be good, just because it's kind of a little anticlimactic at the moment, but you know, this is probably something that they're gonna add in, I imagine. We will make some allowances for them because they are still actively working on the game. Allowances can be made for this.
Oh yeah.
As it is, still very good, very fun, well-polished game. For sure.
Yeah, even for early access.
Yeah.
Especially for an early access game.
Mm-hmm.
So many early access games are basically pump and dumps.
Right. Not this one.
No. Or vaporware.
Right. But no, not this one. This was still... I think it got a pretty significant update back in, like, a month or so ago, I think, was when they added the elites.
Yeah, I think it was last month.
Yeah, so... And I think it only released in, like, last August? I think.
That's a lot of updates in that short amount of time.
Yeah, so, you know, more power to them. They're still working on it. They're still doing it. I will be following their progress eagerly, and I eagerly await more updates.
Oh yeah. Shame we didn't see the last Elite.
Yeah, I'll have to think of a reason to stream this again then, so we can see the last one.
Let me see if they have any content coming up.
I mean, they just released something. I'm not expecting anything anytime soon. They do need to sleep. They probably have other things going on besides working on this game. I imagine. Please stop hitting me. Oh, please. We're going so slow now. Die, please. Thank you. Thanks for noticing. We're going so slow now. There. We are just a slow and steady wins the race now. Just kind of ponderously going through the level.
Alright, the Elites were in February.
February, okay. So, last month. So I'm not expecting anything anytime soon. They just did a significant update. Okay. 2 zones to go. We can do this. We're gonna be fine. We can do this. I don't want to have to end the stream on a death. That would just be sad.
Oh yeah, you're fully healed at least.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I was not anymore.
Yeah, you got blasted in the face by a laser.
We kind of got lasered. Yeah.
It's okay.
These things happen.
You know what you're doing.
Somewhat. Ah. Bliss. Please die. Thank you.
That Bane is what's killing you.
Oh, yes, it is a bad Bane, but the other Banes we could choose from were worse.
That says a lot, doesn't it?
Go with the healing fog.
Yeah, maybe I should have gone with the Healing Fog, whatever.
What's your healing fog do?
It, lowers your draw distance, but also passively heals you, like, every few seconds.
That isn't bad at all.
No, and actually it's kind of funny, because with the draw distance reduced to that degree, it kind of feels like an N64 game all over again. It's like coming home.
I don't remember this many lasers last time we played.
Yeah, you know, lasers will happen. There's lasers. It is a space game. There are lasers.
Yeah, at least you're getting hull restoration.
Yes, yeah, if I didn't have the crit heal, I think we would have been dead a long time ago.
Is the crit heal specific to her, or is it just a random perk?
It's just a random perk. Anybody can get it.
You just got very unlucky with that. Oh, the old fan.
Maybe. Yeah,
Oh, that's how roguelikes work.
it is. this is a good one. This is good. Like I will complain about it kicking my ass, but it's good. It's a good game. Please, no. Stop shooting me. Please. Well, you know what? No, you can keep shooting me. Stop hitting me. There. That's the answer. Okay.
Yes.
One zone to go. We can do this. I believe in us.
Yes, just one zone.
So I guess last zone, last call for questions about the book or whatever. Yep. Speak now or forever hold your peace, or just go buy the book, read the book, and then ask questions next time we stream. That works too.
Yeah, that definitely works.
Yeah. If sci-fi Redwall sounds good to you, check it out.
I need to reread the Dismantle Chronicles.
Yeah, you probably do. I mean, you said there were more of them out that you hadn't even read.
Yeah, there's like 8 books in the series.
Yeah, how many did you read?
And I only 2.
Wow. Yeah, man.
I might have to just reread it because I like the Dismantle Chronicles.
Yeah, of course. Well, and if you do, you can tell me how much they do indeed resemble my story, because I haven't read them, so I couldn't speak to that. I know it definitely resembles Redwall, but, you know, sci-fi. So, if it is also sci-fi Mismantle, that'd be interesting. Who knows? I haven't read them. Whew. Well, we're getting an awful lot of hull restores, at least, so... my
Mismantle
perks...
is more high fantasy.
Uh-huh, which is fine, but like... where was I going with that? I don't know.
I have no idea. I'm not in your head.
Yeah, I guess not. But I think you could still draw some similarities. Okay, if I'm not careful, I'm gonna fucking die. Come on now. You know, when I said it would be bad to end the stream when I did, I didn't think I'd actually do it. Whatever. You know what? Friggin' nah.
Oh, right at the end.
And you know, You know, real quick. I think I could probably show y'all the pulse laser and why I hate it. Which is the one that uses that. Burst blaster, laser cannon. Here we go, pulse laser. Okay, I'm gonna show you what it's like and why I hate this weapon. So in this challenge, you have to not collect scrap, which is like, yeah, that's fun. But here, pulse laser.
Okay, there.
It charges up. Boom. See?
That is bad. Holy crap.
Charge up. Boom. And then you collect scrap and you lose. Because you're not supposed to collect scrap in that challenge. But
wow.
Here, look, I'll show you how it looks if you just tap the button also, because you can also do that. So 1 second. Just to show you. Boom. See? And then that's what happens if you just try and tap it. So yeah, it's and if you upgrade it, the beam does get wider and it does charge up quicker. I will give it that. It is still not very good. And I don't really like it. Oh yeah, one more minor thing to its credit, it can pierce. Like you saw, I pierced an enemy there and it went through to the next one, but it's not great. Let's just say it's not great. So, I think I've shown off everything I can show off at the moment, so, yeah. That's Whisker Squadron. When they do more content, hopefully we can do more stream. And of course we did this because I have a book on Amazon. The link is in the stream description page. Go check that out if you like Whisker Squadron. You like the book because it kind of has the same vibe as Whisker Squadron. That's why we're doing this. Otherwise, I think that'll do, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone for joining us today. Have a lovely rest of your evening. We'll see you next time. Bye.